Hey, what's up guys? You got your boy Andre here. Welcome to another video. So, this video is going to be the concept games for my Aggro Dragon deck. So, thankfully, I have a few. Alright, so ordinarily in the past, I usually didn't have a wide variety of things to show you guys. But thankfully for this, I have a little bit of everything for the most part. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to play versus that many like meta decks, but I did get to play a lot of like very like high octane games. So, I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys what it was I was like dealing with. Alright, so I'll go ahead and start here with the Bloodcraft game. I'll try to save the Runecraft game for last if I can, and as well as the Havencraft game at the top. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see from my match history, those games were all won with this exact deck. Alright, so versus the Bloodcraft. Bloodcraft generally on ladder is going to be the neutral aggro blood. The one that like plays stuff like say Phantom Cat to try to roll fours, as well as like a ton of neutrals in order to like guarantee that the Phantom Cat will go ahead and roll 4. So I'll go ahead and keep the Salamander as well as the Faria. The reason why I'm keeping these is because like Salamander is really good in this matchup, because like if I can get a Salamander for 6 and I have a board, that means I win. Straight just means I win. Additionally, I'm going second, so I might need to contest the board, and that's good. Axis Faria is gonna be my swing on is gonna be like my swing evo on 4. Unless I, don't draw anything else, and assuming he of course doesn't value trade, because like Singer is deadly in this matchup, or just having one damage pings basically. So when he played the Imp, I just assumed he was Vengeance Blood, which is scary, because Vengeance Blood they do kind of like surpass the things I'm trying to do, which is like, oh well, I'm trying to keep this in a very kind of simplified game state, and things that say Dark Airjammer makes the game state complicated. So here, after some deliberation, I choose to trade. The reason why you choose to trade here is because you want to try to make his removal less good. I've already entered this, so he probably wants to trade here with this. Now, if he does, that's fine. It means he might go face with this, and if he plays the Belfcore, I want to be able to kill the Belfcore no matter what. Here he plays a Blood Drinker's Brand, so I know his hand is awful, and that's great. I'm going to capitalize on that. So here, what I get to do is actually get to go ahead and go Bastus Rider. The reason why I'm going to play at the Bastus Rider is because like it's going to be at 4. It's going to be at 3 HP, and it's a 4/3 that has Death Touch or Bane, whatever you want to call it. Additionally, it prevents him from wanting to play Scarlet Super here. Scarlet Super on 5 is what this type of deck wants to do possibly, unless it's playing Dark Airjammer. But he can't do that because it's a bad play. But here, when he plays up the Noct, I now know, oh, okay, I guess wrong. It's actually Jormungand Blood. I wasn't expecting to see Jormungand Blood, but that's fine. We'll still keep it. We'll still keep it moving. He evolves the Noct immediately. I think I would just temper that the Noct because you want me to be the defender. However, here I'm able to go Happy Pig, Faria, Goblin, evolve the Faria. I do this as opposed to like playing out second Bastus Rider, because like he's gonna play Jormungand this turn. He wouldn't just evolve the Noct if he wasn't playing Jormungand this turn. So I want to go wide for this one last turn while I can still go wide, because he's going to play Jormungand and I want to be able to punish him. Yep. So he plays with the Jormungand here. He evolves it, of course. However, this is not the correct play on his part, because he's taking 1 damage. Right. I have 3 creatures. I already have 8 damage in play, so he's effectively at 7. If I have Aphra here, if I have Phoenix Rider, if I have Hippogriff Rider, yeah, like he's dead. I have the Hippogriff. I'll go ahead and play you play up the Hippogriff first, because again, Hippogriff requires you to have a board, and Aina does not. Aina just cares about creatures in play. Period. So now some of you might be wondering why I chose to evolve the Happy Pig as to evolving the Bastus Rider, because yes, the Bastus Rider is in danger of dying. However, I chose not to do that because, on the off chance that he's somehow able to magically clear this board and somehow keep himself alive, I want to be able to play the stall game with the Happy Pig, because I have a lot of Storm in my hand. Like, this is a Storm, threatens lethal, threatens lethal, threatens lethal, threatens lethal. All my entire hand is is fire right now. I'll go ahead and drop him down to 2. At 2 HP, he can't use Razor Claw, and that's very important, because he would like to try to use Razor Claw to try to clear this board. Here he plays a Master Black Death into Spider Rope Imp, into Bathman. Now again, if he had like a Razor Claw here, he definitely needed to use the Razor Claw here in order to like clear this board, but he doesn't do it, and now I'm able to punish him because I'm able to just punch through and go face and end the game. The big thing about this game is that he tried to go tall on 2 different turns where physically like presented him a board that, oh, if you go tall on this board, you're going to get punished. Alright, so for the next game, this will be one of these Forcecraft games that I just don't know which one yet. Alright, so versus force, if it's neutral force, you're gonna have like some difficult times. If it's aggro force, you're gonna have again some difficult times because they have brambles. If it's wolf force, again brambles. So to be honest with you, I could have tossed back. Sorry, I should have tossed back most, if not all of this, but I chose to keep the singer just because singer gives me cards, and that's nice. So I get the goblin. Now I'm hoping desperately to have a 2-drop on 2. If I don't, that's gonna be a problem for me. And I can punish my greedy mulligan. I play a lot of 2-drops, so there's a pretty good chance I pick one up. Unfortunately, I don't, and because he's playing goblin, I now know he's neutral force, or sorry, he's aggro force. I'm sorry. He plays up brambles on 2. To be honest with you, this brambles on 2 is a little bit greedy. He goes space again. This is also pretty greedy, but by no way he did it. He did it because he was afraid of Angel of the Word. But unfortunately for me, I don't have Angel of the Word, so I'm gonna go face here for 2. He plays a Soul of Injustice here to get rid of the ward. He then makes the trade now, like he was supposed to earlier, but now thankfully for me, that means he loses the creature. He plays with the fairy, so now his brambles is going to go away as well. So this is great for me. Alright, so here I'm going to play with the Bastard Strider. To be honest with you, playing with Bastard Strider here is a little bit sketch. The reason why it's sketch is because, like, if he has a removal spell, like say Airbound Barrage, like say second Soul of Injustice, then it makes his play less good. However, if he doesn't have one of these, it means he can't play anything big. Although granted, let's be real, it's aggro force, they don't really play anything big in the first place, but unfortunately for me, he does in fact have second brambles. That's fine. He also has the second Soul of Injustice. Like, okay, that's fine. It doesn't matter because he's not actually playing creatures onto this board. Like yeah, he did actually generate a lot of cards, but like value doesn't really matter when tempo matters. Or sorry, value doesn't matter nearly as much as tempo in this matchup. So here I'll go and play up the Ela. Now to be honest with you, I had a few different options in playing up either the Angelic Knight or the Singers. I'm gonna ultimately, I believe, choose to play up the Singer instead. Now I did draw last here, but I did 100% know what I was going to do, and that to me like makes it somewhat okay. Although generally you do want to try to draw first when possible. So I'll go ahead and I'll evolve the Ela. I take 2 damage here. That's fine. Unless he has second brambles, or sorry, unless he has a third brambles, I won't get punished for this. Plays that fairy. And here, at first, I was expecting a Beetle Warrior to want to come out from him, but he does play Rain Elfsmith. Now, Rain Elfsmith is a big punish for this because, like, he actually gets to full clear both things, and he gets to keep a 4/3. So I'll go ahead and trade here. I'll make another trade. I get to draw a card. All right. So now this turn I'm gonna get punished. This turn I'm in an awkward spot. Like I have to give him back initiative. I don't really want to, but I also kind of don't want him to play Leafman. If he plays Leafman and goes space and everything, I'm going to lose. So I'd rather just not take that chance. Now yes, I could have gone ahead and gone Phoenix Shredder and Aina and gone Aina first. I believe that's 7. Yeah, I could have gone Aina for 7, but it's not actually set up lethal because 7 plus 7 is 14 with the Angelic Knight. That's 15. So I need to be able to top deck something else. So I will go ahead and use Salamander here. Although, like, again, my heart is breaking for having to use Salamander right here because I'm not able to play another creature this turn, and that's big because it means that he can go as wide as possible if he wants to, and I can't stop it. I would have to stop another Salamander, and I would need for him to stop generating fairies, but that's impossible. Now I'm at a pretty big HP total, but unfortunately for me, he does have the Elf Song here. That's bad. Because I desperately need another Salamander in order to like contest this board ever again. So here I'll go and play up Singer, draw a card, pick up the Wise Merman. That's great. I'll go and play up the Kaiser to get the carrot, and I believe I'll ultimately play up the carrot. I really don't want to use my Evo just yet because the Evo doesn't do anything. I want the creature that Evo to like be alive on board. But here he actually goes and he plays Fairy Trapper into Fairy. Into Elf Song. I'm like, oh god, no. And here he evolves the fairy as well. So you honestly, like, this play was wild for my opponent. Like, he should have made a few trades, but he just didn't make any trades. Like, I'm pretty sure if I had the salamander, I would have used it initially. But now he's giving me like a good salamander board. However, even if I did have salamander, it'd be bad because I'd be putting myself in the range of a period, which I'm pretty sure is what he has next. But that's fine because here I have counter lethal. So what we'll see me do here is we'll go ahead and see me play the Wise Mermaid to go ahead and give +1 to one of my units. That's because I wasn't actually doing the math. I wasn't actually sure how close I was to lethal. But yeah, as you can see here, he's just dead. Because Aina for 12 is pretty damn good. I was actually super excited about this. I've actually never seen an Aina for 12, or at least I haven't like actually seen it in a while. But I'm able to take the game and just reverse kill my opponent because he needed to make trades, but he decided to all in me that turn. He didn't need to do that. Like, he had cards for days. He literally had cards for days, and it would have been fine. But he just decided to all in me. All right, now for the next game. This is gonna be another Forestcraft game. Alright, this will be the last game for this video as well. So I'm going first. I'll go ahead and keep the Kites. The Kites is good going first. You generally don't want to keep IFA in your early game hand. You want to save IFA as the top deck because like it's kind of hard to tempo out IFA because you don't really want to trade with it, and just like dash removal because it has 1 HP. Alright, so he passes on 1, which is good. It means he's probably not aggro for us. He also didn't redraw his hand, so I now can make an inference that he's B&B for us. So here I'm actually going to play up the Ayala. And I know some of you guys might be wondering, why did you play up the Ayala instead of like the IFA? Don't you want the ramp more? No, I don't want the ramp more in this matchup. Like, choosing whether or not you Evo Ayala or Feria or even Lariel, it's all based on what type of matchup this is. Like, in this case, it's a matchup where I have to care about tempo, and I don't need to care about value. Like ramp is value. Whereas like say playing Feria and evolving it and getting like 2 or 3 procs, that's better for me. So he passes on 2, like just straight up hard passes. So when he does that, I'm like, okay, he's gonna play Kindly Train on 3. That's gonna be a problem for me. I'll go face for 2. Yep, he plays Kindly Train. That's fine. Alright, now I'll go ahead and make an aggressive play. I'll go and play at the Bastus Rider here. I'll play at the Bastus Rider, but I will not be trading. If I trade here, it gives him the benefit of the doubt, and it gives him like a better ETA possibly, or just like it keeps me from being able to win. So I have to take a risk here. If he has things they can do, that would be a problem for me. If he doesn't, that'll be great for me. So he plays out the Shining Bellringer Angel to evolve it. So again, like I said, if it wasn't like sure it was B&B, I'm now like 100% sure it's B&B. But that's fine. So here, this turn was actually a really interesting turn. It actually took me a while to think about how I wanted to do this because there was a lot of different ways. There was a lot of different possible outcomes I could have done here. But ultimately, what we'll see me do here is actually going to see me play the Angelic Knight. I'll play the Angelic Knight to buff this. Then I'll go and play the Actress Feria. I'll evolve the Actress Feria again, as I said earlier. When you can get a Feria for 2, you want to try to get the Feria for 2. Thankfully, my opponent feared the ramp more so than feared the neutral. So now I can go ahead and trade here, and then make another trade here, and then go ahead and go face for 4. So you might be wondering why I exposed the Bastus Rider, because I know I did say, oh, well, I don't like exposing Bastus Rider. Well, here I can afford to expose it because if I expose it here, well, I get 4 damage immediately. I have both my 4 attack units are also behind wards, which means I can get even more damage the next turn, and I need to be pushing face damage. I need to be pushing face damage because I need this Dragon Horde to be what kills him. I don't have any of this storm in my hand, so like I need to just rack up this damage quickly. If he has Hector here, that's great. Yeah, because he can only clear 1 unit. So, sorry, he can clear 2 units, but like the issue is that like, oh, why I just get 4 more face damage in for free, and I just get to keep playing creatures. I get to keep playing creatures, and he's not at a spot where he can just like clear the board. So yeah, here I'm able to top deck the Salamander. Salamander top deck is actually pretty good here because what it lets me do is like lets me go ahead and play out. Yep, Salamander, which lets you keep the Bastus Rider alive. The keeping of the preserving the Bastus Rider is important because like I can go ahead and evolve it. I evolve it. It now means that he super needs to like make sure he doesn't like try to like play up this B&B here, but he might do it anyway because like I just used my last Evo and he's basically just assuming that I don't have 1 damage in my hand. Aggro Dragon on turn 7, not having 1 damage to the hand is super, 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 super incredibly unrealistic. Well, he's doing this because he has the Arya, but unfortunately for him, I do have the Hippogriff Rider. I'll just go ahead and kill him that way, because it's a faster animation, I think. Yeah. So ultimately, like, I won just because, like, again, we're able to conserve the Faria, because, like, generally most people, if they're smart, they're gonna prioritize killing Faria as opposed to, like, killing, like, Ayla or whatever. But if you have the Faria for backup, you can go ahead and, you know, get Faria proc for 2, and they'll usually be, like, pretty good. Anywho, so these are gonna be, like, the first part of the series. The second part will probably be out, like, later today in, like, a few hours, when I can go ahead and I can get the time to record it. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Let me know what you think about Aggro Dragon down in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.